Everyone, SolieSims here again, and once again I am doing a build, not a challenge, not a request. It's just, I don't know, I was just feeling a little bit inspired for the last couple of days, and I decided that I'm going to try to do something for Oasis Springs. And guys, I don't know why I was feeling the way that I was feeling, but whatever it was, I'm glad that it's over now and I'm back into the feel of this build. Well, that doesn't make sense. I'm glad that I'm back into the feel for the Sims because I have not been posting, and in my last video that I did post up, I was told to not stress about it, just do it at my own pace because everybody needs a break now and then, and I totally agree. So I want to say thank you so much to April for just reminding me of this, but it's not so much so anything in regards to being depressed or being stressed or anything like that. It's just that I just lacked motivation, and I guess it because I had so much going on. So I decided to go ahead and just do this little build. And this one, literally guys, I took, and it is a tiny build, but I took maybe almost 2 weeks to get it done. That is how long that I dragged this out and how long that I was feeling not in the mood for the game, not in the mood to do anything. Yeah, so I just took a long break, and then I joined this Discord by Peru Queen and the Sims Discord, and I did ask them what they normally do when they're feeling a little bit demotivated in terms of playing Sims. And the ladies there were really helpful, and they gave so many good ideas about what I could do, like take a break from it, that's fine, and probably watch some other sim videos on YouTube. And actually that's what I did, and it did bring me back into the groove of things, etc. Now I'm not going to dwell too much on that. It happened, and that's it. Now there may be breaks in the video where you will see it may not start the last place it ended. For example, maybe I may be in the kitchen doing something, building something, and then the next scene would probably be in the bedroom or upstairs. That is simply because, like I said, it took me about 2 weeks, so I did the recording in bits and pieces because I didn't want to I just couldn't do it in one go. I just did it a little bit at a time. Now I'm currently doing a Mr. Universe pageant. I'm participating in the Mr. Universe pageant, which is being hosted on the Sims for Origin Facebook group. And when I was building the house, I had not started that pageant as yet, and I've entered my sim in. Guys, hope that he does well. And I entered him in, and when I built this house, I just built the frame of it before, and I didn't have a clue as to who I would put in the pageant or who I was building the house for. But I decided, you know what, since I'm going to play test the house, and guys, you know that I like to speak about the person I envision living in my houses that I build instead of focusing on what I've done to the houses. I decided to play test with him, and I said, you know what, why not make the house for him a place where he will go in and he will enjoy and spend time, etc. Now I like the idea of the whole front yard being the front area here being glass, simply because it brings in so much light. And I did struggle a bit with how I was going to place the house because, guys, I never really think, like I say, I might do the outside structure so easily, but I never really think about my layout on the inside of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. And then I just was trying to figure out what I'm going to do, and I decided, okay, since the front area is going to be the bedroom, I'm just going to work with whatever else I have, however else I can do it. So for him, he's a metrosexual type of guy. That means, for those of you who don't know, that he's all into his appearance and how just basically how he looks. So he takes good care of himself in terms of his appearance, and I wanted it to carry out into the house again. He also is very big on doing charitable works, and he is all over the place. He goes to different different worlds, because that's what we have in Sims anyway. He goes to different worlds for him to do different charitable works, etc. So this is just his home base. And guys, as much as this place is very small, which is ideal for him, it is a little bit costly. It is like I think about 45, it was between 35 and 45,000 simoleons. I can't remember exactly how much this ended up being, but it was around that price range. And I just made it a small place for him to go and do his stuff, just come home, touch base whenever he's there. He's hardly ever at the house itself. So I think that is a perfect spot for him. I didn't do too much in this area here because of course the space is a bit limited, and I just wanted to continue with that open look. So I just did basically just the kitchen in that space. It's fairly open, and I just left it at that. I did do some work on the entryway, which I felt that would suit his style a lot. I did end up putting in the mirrors here because, and if you notice, he does have a mirror in his bedroom, but he also has this huge mirror there in the entryway because, of course, after he checks himself out in the bedroom before he leaves the house, he's going to want to check himself again to make sure that every single thing about him looks good. So he has like a full length a mirror on the whole wall in the corner there. And this is a bit of wall sculpture I think that doesn't get enough play in doing houses. So I did try to put in the bit of the cut wood. I really like it. And here I was just trying, oh my gosh guys, I struggled with this little area a bit, and I was like, what am I going to do in terms of placing them? And then finally, well, it just came in. I was like, obviously all you had to do was just make it a little bit smaller and it would fit in there perfectly, and then it did. And because he's such a modern guy, I did put in that little funky piece of wall sculpture there as well. And yeah, I decided to take out the cuttings that I put in there at first, but anyway, it worked out. And I feel after adding the wall hangings, etc., the space just tied in very well, and that just suited. For the outdoor area, I didn't do anything much. It's just a little entryway. I did consider giving him a vehicle, but then I decided against it at the end. I just left it as it is. Now, working with the outdoors, I decided to do for him because he doesn't really entertain as much as he is always out and about. He doesn't really entertain. For him, the space is just for him to be a quiet space, just a place for him to be able to relax and enjoy himself. And of course, being a guy, he does like to grill. So I did put in the barbecue grill in the backyard, and I did put in 2 chairs in the event that he does entertain. But again, like I said, it's not anything really too much that he will be doing in regards to entertaining. It's just on the off chance that he does have somebody that he has to he has over, a friend or whatever over, people in this sim world, they like to pop up sometimes. So yeah, so that's what it is. But he's not trying to, because it's his little space for him to try and gets away from everything that is going on in regards to his work that he is doing, where he doesn't have to think about everything that's going on too much. And yeah, basically that is it for the backyard. I didn't do too much there. I think I just added just these 1 to few little pieces of shrubs just to make it look just a little more inviting, just to give it a break from all of the green that I have going on. And well, for the upstairs, I just did a simple outdoor area, but I made it kind of look a little bit lush. That's what I was going for with it. I needed to make him feel that he was a bit comfortable in his own home. Well, of course, everybody wants to be comfortable in their own home. That obviously is the goal of having your own home. And so, well, yeah, so I wanted it to make it seem just a little bit more comfortable for him, and just a nice lush space. And of course, this is the only real sitting area that he has. I mean, away from the downstairs area in terms of the backyard, he doesn't really have a living room, so this is his outdoor sitting area. And I did not put anything in terms of covering. I just wanted it to be a nice little lush place. He doesn't really spend that much time there, which is why there are so many flowers and there are so many flowers and shrubs out there. It's just to make it feel like, you know, someplace comfortable that he can go to and enjoy his time out. Now, I don't know if you guys do it, but I do it myself whenever I'm going to do the outdoors. I tend to, when I'm going to put lighting in, sorry, I tend to do this. So guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Do let me know what you think. Thanks.